Volume, volume, volume. Requests. Let's invite Kyle.
Shit. Look at that fluorescent lighting and drop ceiling.
Yep. We're in the office. I'm back in the corporate world, but it's Friday, fairly relaxed day, so I absolutely have time to connect with an old friend.
Friday of March Madness week, and it's St. Patrick's Day.
St. Pat. Yeah, tonight is not the night to be going out in downtown Denver if you're an old man like me. No, but 20 years ago,
we were remembering this morning. Do you ever go and party down at Fido's?
Oh, not on St. I've been there on St. Patty's Day twice, and it's just like I would rather be on a subway in New York City.
It was
than
madness.
That.
It was madness. But when you're 24, it's just like hell yeah, I'm going to go drink a $4 stein of Coors Light that's green.
Yeah, they put green food coloring in it and charge you $8 for a drop of food coloring. Yeah, it's I'm not a big St. Patty's Day guy. I'm also not a big Halloween guy. I also, as you know, I'm an avid baseball fan, but I hate opening because it's just a bunch of crazy drunk assholes that want to just be party. And I used to be one, so I guess I'm in a good position to mock them.
I've been there. I as you know, I'm living out in Asheville now, so it's just like it's a very different scene. Like there's none of that crazy Lodo, Rhino stuff out here. It's just it's chill. It's every place is kind of empty and it's just chill until either leaf season or kind of that first bloom happens in the spring, and then all the tourists just jam in here.
Yeah, that's how I feel. So I don't live downtown anymore. My lady and I live together out in the burbs, and when I lived downtown and there was the St. Patty's Day parade or the opening day festivities and streets are blocked and I'm like just trying to get home from work, and like I'm like, you don't live here. This is my home. I live here, so I get it. But to those people that are out there having a great time, I hope they tear it up. I hope that no one gets arrested. Although I'm sure there's going to be plenty of that. But I hope everyone just stays safe. I want nothing to do with it. I am too old for that shit.
How's you got all sorts of people popping in and out of here. Damn, awesome, good for them. So I used to join up on your yoga classes eons ago, way back, yoga pod days, and then I bought into your handstand course, and to this day, I still
haven't done.
Still haven't.
I am sitting on. I can't even count the number of online courses that I've purchased that I haven't done, and that's has nothing to do with the person who produced the course or showed me the ad. It's just, I guess the ad was really effective. I bought it, and then I just haven't done it, right? Whether it be a Facebook ads course or, a self-development course or a fitness program. There's a few that I have done that I really enjoyed completing, but for the most part, if someone buys it, it's theirs. Like you have that course from now until the day I die or until something happens to KyleWeiger.com, knock wood. So you can get in and do it.
I'm really good at doing it. I can do it backwards pretty well. Just upside down, hands, feet. Yeah. What do you think it is that kind of delineates the people who like buy the course and go all in, and then the ones who just like buy it and forget about it?
It's time, like availability of time, and then just consistent dedication. And what it really comes down to is like, how important is it to you? When someone tells me I wouldn't buy your course because the handstand's not like that important to me, I'm like, good. I'm glad you have that level of clarity. Like, don't buy it if it's not. If it's just kind of like something that you think might be cool, but you're not ready to like do it, then yeah, don't waste the money on it. it's how bad do you like anything else, right? Like I wanted to start that handstand business and the course and my mobile app and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I made
Mm-hmm.
time for it. You make time for writing. Writing is important to you and you make time for it. I don't make time for writing. I'm not very good with the words like you are. So it just comes down to like how much does it matter and how much fulfillment are you going to get out of it?
It's a weird thing, like when you're running your own shop, and to look at someone and be like, yeah, I can't help you. I don't know. It's like, yeah, you're out there and you're just like, oh, I need to bring in revenue any way I can. And you look at someone who's like, it's not that there's no helping you. I just can't help you.
Right. And it's like I used
Mm-hmm.
to just try to maximize sales, right? Like with some decent copy, hopefully, and some good imagery on the site and lead people to buy. But at the end of the day, if you're not going to use it, while I appreciate the sale and that's revenue for my company, I don't want a bunch of people out there sitting in the market that are like, yeah, I bought his course. Kind of sucks. I guess I didn't really try or whatever. Not saying that you did that, but I'm just saying like, I'd rather have a small number of happy customers than a large number of customers who are kind of meh about it.
Yeah, I'm kind of like reformatting the course I have right now, into the abyss, which is very much it's sold as a copywriting course, but it's not like the whole, well, first we're going to write this thing, right? First we're going to take some naps and we're going to kind of bend our consciousness a little bit. We're going to like take a completely different look at the world you're trying to approach, and then we're going to maybe put some words to it. But in order to do that, like this isn't, I hope I sell thousands of these things, right? I'm hoping,
Right.
A few dozen a year of people who like take it and then really put time into it to the point where they're coming back with questions of just like, I ran into this brick wall, which I wouldn't even know what it looked like. How do we get over that? What do we do? How do we make this better? That's just how passionately I feel about it. Language, words, conversions, getting people to do things.
Copy is one of those skills that like, I feel like with platforms being where they are, like Wix and Squarespace, and if you're a little more advanced, maybe some WordPress stuff, people can build a good site. Like you can get professional photographs for your hero images, choose your font, pick your style guide or your color board or whatever you want to call it, your palette. Copy is one of those things that's so powerful. Some of the highest, most profitable websites I've seen in the digital marketing world were absolute terrible sites, but they were just your standard like black and white video sales letter with no video. It was just words on screen, someone narrating, but the copy was so powerful that they would just sell like gangbusters because they knew who they were talking to and they had it like a sniper rifle laser scope getting in there. And that's how powerful copy is. If you have good copy, you don't really need amazing imagery because you're building that for them already in their brain.
Weird how that works. I had a conversation with somebody who was like trying to get their copy to a point where they could scale their business and all that. And I was just like, could you sell one of these things? Like, could you just go out and sell one of them? Because you're struggling with that. Yeah. So if you can't just do a cold sale to somebody, or even just a warmed up sale, it's like, if you can't do the one, how do you think you're going to scale?
Yeah, and that's an interesting point to touch on because I do a little bit of consulting myself for people that want to build online courses or build. Like I'm pretty good with building the VSL, the video sales letter. That's kind of the thing I really enjoy doing. And people want to build out these grand, multi-tiered products and they want to build out these like crazy elaborate sales funnels. And I was like, does somebody want to buy your course? Because if they don't, does one person want to buy it? And it can't be a relative or your wife or your friend, Like, can you just go sell a few of these, and then we'll talk? Because you're going to spend all this time and most likely money building out your product in your sales funnel, but you don't even know if the offer is good. At the core, do people want the offer, regardless of price and regardless of time zone or where they live or socioeconomic status? Do people want the offer? And if they don't want the offer, move to something else. But if it's an offer people want, then you get into those questions of like, how do I make better copy? How do I make a more effective sales page, a better website, all that. But people will just skip right past that. And they got like, well, I got this course on underwater basket weaving, and it's a massively untapped market, you know, and they think there's a lot of people out there that want to buy it, but you need to get down to some brass tacks and be like, is there enough? Is my total addressable market big enough and interested enough to buy
True,
a
and you
course?
got to wonder where that crossover is between like that, what we were talking about earlier with the whole, why don't people finish the product that they've bought, right? It's like, yeah, people want to like build out this grand ecosystem where like their ideas are at the center and people want to buy in and just like bathe in all of their wonderful, like, nah, like people will buy it, dig through for like the one or two things that might be useful to them in the here and now, and then they're off and away, right? So
Yeah. Can it solve my pain immediately? Can it make a headache go away in some regard? So I'm sure if you worked with even a novice copywriter like myself, I write my own stuff on my sales page, but I'm not a pro. I bet if you worked with me for 12 to 18 months, you could turn me into a very creative writer. But I
right.
wouldn't look at that and be like, man, I don't got 12 or 18 months to be like, David, I need a better hook for this ad, or I need a better, you know, call to action at the end of the page or something like that. People want can you solve my problems here and now? It takes very few of them, regardless of what product you're buying, that see the long term.
Yeah, it's like 12 to 18 months, or it's like, do you just need to hire me for an afternoon and I'll just go in and just fix it? Yeah.
Pay me for 3 hours. It's a catch a man a fish or teach a man to fish.
We're not even gonna do that. We'll just grill the fish for you. It's probably a frozen fish, fell off the Cisco truck. You know, it might be fresh, probably not. But hey, you got fish.
It's not the best produce, right? At least you're not hungry anymore. Solves that immediate pain point.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, this is all stuff I'm just kind of been top of mind lately as I'm pushing out my courses again, and trying to find that balance between like people who, you know, want to dive into this community element versus those who are just like, yo, what's your hourly rate? Let's just knock this out. And striking the balance and making sure I'm helping as many people as possible, but also not burning myself out and only caring about the projects that are actually cool.
I like both of those cohorts for different reasons. The people that are like, hey man, what's your hourly rate? Can you knock this out for me? That's someone who's identified a problem and a solution and just wants the problem gone, versus the other, like if someone comes to me and like, hey man, I would like to dive into like the next 12 months, I want you to be my coach. I'm like, yeah, that's very insightful of you to have the forethought to realize that this is a journey. It's going to take a while. Or yeah, sure, you could get me for a couple hours in the afternoon. I'll give you my best drills, and then I hope that you go work on them by yourself. But there's no accountability in there. There's no progress tracking. It's just like, you got the information you need. Now you need to go do something with it. And from what I've seen, humans are not really great at follow-up or follow through. That's not their strong suit. It's not a skill we often possess. So, yeah, I think both of them are valuable as customers and students and clients, but they just approach it from the two polar opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, well, if we can only figure out how to retain follow through, that's so weird. It's just, I gotta wonder, like, maybe that's just like what our early education schooling was just like, you don't have to continue this. You just have to get to late April, summer vacation, fuck off for a couple of months, and then...
And you don't have to remember the information permanently. You just have to know it for the 1 hour that you're taking the test on the information.
That's right. Then you get rid of it.
That's it.
So yeah, that transition for me from like college to the rest of the world is just like, wait. Where's that stopping point where I can just like delete this and try something new in August?
Yeah, I love I saw a meme floating around of like, you know, hey, I'm so glad they taught me how to play the recorder in 4th grade. That really comes in handy during recorder season every year. You know, it's like there's just things you don't keep because you're like, why did I learn this? Like years, you know what I remember from like, I've taken 2 biology classes in high school, maybe 2 in college, like the mandatory intro, whatever. All I know is that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, and the process by which plants convert sunlight to oxygen is photosynthesis. And that's pretty much all
You
I
don't remember how to
remember from
make
those classes.
babies?
Although I spent a long no, I actually recently got a vasectomy, so even if I did remember,
Props.
it would be
Dude.
pointless. Yeah. I had to get snipped. I'm not having kids. I'm not meant to be a father. And I don't want to have any kind of happy accidents, you know, so I just did the responsible thing and got the old snip.
There you go.
Yeah, so for anyone watching this on the replay, I don't know how we went from digital marketing and copywriting, but now we're talking about my
we can address that in a future one because I got mine done a couple of years ago, and it's just one of those. Yeah, what they tell you and what you expect and what actually happens, it's all very fun. But
yeah, like all the dudes in my office, it's basically just like 5-6 guys that work here. I think like 4 out of the 6 of us have all gotten vasectomies. So we're like,
by the time
sterile stallions
we're
over here.
really old and in nursing homes, there will be like no younger population to work in those places. So yeah, bring on those nursing robots that like wheel around and, you know, squirt pudding in your face or whatever.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to be senile. It's going to be so fun. Like the world is just everything is new and exciting. You know, you don't have memories of the past bogging you down, right? It's just,
why not?
Everything is brand new again.
Cool. Well, let's end this here before we lose the rest of our audience. It's dwindled down. So cool. Well, thanks for jumping on, man. Come out and visit again. I want to meet your lady eventually.
Yes, absolutely. We were in Raleigh last year for a workshop that I was doing out there, but yeah, if I can connect with the Asheville studio again, I'd love to. You guys had a bomb place. I love staying with friends when I travel, and the beer scene in Asheville was great.
It's only getting better. True Brewing is setting up out here. Yeah, so.
Oh, nice.
Come for that.
Nice. All right, brother. Well, I'll let you get back
to
the afternoon. I appreciate you having me.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Later.
Later, friend.